And welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. In the last episode, we took a diversion back to Agon Wastes, real quick like. After finishing up the Sanctuary Fortress, we took a beeline back to Agon Wastes in order to get a new missile combination weapon, the Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom! Which is for the Annihilator Beam. In today's episode, we're finally going to come back up here and return to the Light Temple at the main energy controller and talk to Umos. We picked up a lot of pickups in the last episode too, so we're doing pretty well. This episode might be a little bit longer than normal, and I'll explain it here in a little bit, okay? But first, let's go talk to good old Umos and find out what we need to do, because we have finished up all 3 temples. Let's see what he has to say to this. The light of Aether shines from all 3 temples once more. And yet, Dark Aether remains. One energy controller still shines in the darkness, sustaining the world. The Sky Temple, dark shadow of this hollowed place, holds the final energy controller. The greatest and most powerful beast of the Ing keeps guard over what you seek. The 9 keys to the Sky Temple have been hidden in the land of the Dark World. Finding them will be perilous, but I offer you this blessed suit of armor, energized by the light of Aether itself. Its power will help you reach these final keys. May it serve you well in the darkness. And with that, we've gotten our final upgrade in this game. This is the final upgrade in the entire game. Let's go ahead and look at it. This is the Light Suit. A suit of armor made by the energy controller of Light Aether, or of the Light of Aether itself. So let's go ahead and collect it. We have acquired the Light Suit. You can now ride along beams of light. Additional data downloaded. Inventory screen, press start to, yeah, blah, 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 blah. That's not the only thing that we just got from this Light Suit. The Light Suit is very, very important. And I mean really important. Yeah, you can ride beams of light. But using the light suit right here, we can actually use this. This is a teleport system, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be godsend for this. If you come up here, you can fast travel between all 3 major areas in the game: Agon Waste, Torvus Bog, and Sanctuary Fortress. Each time you use this transfer thing, it'll take you to the energy controller room of that area. So if I wanted to go to, like, let's say Agon Waste, it'll take me to the energy control room of Agon Waste and whatnot. This is a good little way to teleport. I'm not going to be using it right now because, well, today's episode we're going to be starting our Sky Temple key hunts. Now, before I go on to the Sky Temple keys, the Light Suit not only allows you to ride beams of light, you'll understand what that means here in a second, because we're actually going to find a beam of light in this episode. Another thing that you could do with the Light Suit is you are completely immune to Dark Aether's atmosphere. That is the big thing. you are completely immune to it. So you will not take damage on our Dark Aether whatsoever. This is very, very helpful because, well, we're not gonna be taking damage no more from Dark Aether's atmosphere. So that's a good thing. Another thing that the Light Suit does is it allows you to be completely immune to the Ing Storm. So the Ing Storm, if you guys remember a couple episodes ago, there were the little particles that, like Ing particles, that corroded your armor. The Light Suit is completely immune to the Ing Storm. That's another good thing about it. And the last thing that the Light Suit does, and that's very important, is it is completely immune to the toxic waters of Dark Aether. So, the purple water that we keep seeing in Dark Aether, that is, you are completely immune to that. You could travel safely into the dark water. So that's going to be very, very helpful for reasons why. The Sky Temple keys, a lot of these Sky Temple keys that we need to find, they are very well, let me put it nicely. They are, well, they are hidden in the water, and that's why I had to skip on a bunch of them, because if I wanted to go in the water, I need the Light Suit in order to even traverse in the water. Otherwise, I'll die. I'm going to make a quick pit stop over to my ship right now, because I need ammo bad, and I'm kind of... Oh, this, by the way, this is the other room right here that have Dark War Wasps in it. As you guys can see, there's Dark War Wasp right here. So you guys can scan the Dark War Wasps here. They're in this room, too. They're not just in that one room with from Sanctuary Fortress. They aren't. Actually, you can scan your ship here, and it's got a scan book entry. Damaged vessel under repairs. Auto repair function initiated. Auto repairs in progress. Completion levels at 86% and rising. Now, that tells you something. We're pretty much near end of the game at this point. Anyways, that's pretty much what the Light Suit does. The Light Suit is very, very beneficial for what we're going to be doing. Because, well, if we didn't have this, we couldn't reach a lot of these keys. I'll just put it that way. Pretty much you're immune to Dark Aether's bullcrap. You're no longer, you are no longer damaged or hindered by it, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of these War Wasps because these guys are annoying. Anyways, I am going to make a quick suggestion, and this is completely optional if you do not care about scan book entries whatsoever. I strongly suggest you do this if you do care about that. So if you're doing a 100% logbook entry, scan, run along with me, I really suggest you do what I'm about ready to do. We are going to be going to essentially the Hall of the Honored Dead's version of... we're going to the Hall of the Honored Dead's room on Dark Aether. This room right here. The giant room right here. We're going to be going to Dark Aether's variant of that. The reason why is because this will tell us where the Sky Temple keys are. These will give us a hint to where each of these 9 Sky Temple keys are. Just like in Metroid Prime 1, Metroid Prime 1 had a fetch quest where at the end of the game you had to collect 12 Chozo artifacts. Well, this is that game. This is this game's variant of that. We are going to be going and find 9 Sky Temple keys in order to gain access to the last dungeon of the game. That's essentially what we're doing. Anyways, we need to hop into this portal in order to get to it. This is the closest portal nearby. We haven't used this portal in a long time either. So, it'll be... See, look, I'm completely immune to Dark Aether. So, I'm no longer taking damage. The only thing... But I can still heal myself while being in a safe zone. So, essentially, it's probably a good thing that I'm on Dark Aether because I can heal myself. Anyways... This door right here, it had a green door. We hadn't even opened it yet, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go this way. And I'm going to actually show you guys something. There's something here that we need to pick up, but I'd like to show it to you guys. This room right here, we're going to be greeted with some hunter ants. But I'm going to show you guys something. Shoot the beacon with a... Yeah, just shoot the beacon with the annihilator beam, and these hunter ings will just float right into the safe zone. It's funny, and I love that these enemies were really hard back when we first fought them, but now if you have the annihilator beam and you have a safe zone, you can just kill them with one shot. Alright, let's turn on our dark visor, and we're going to take care of this seeker puzzle, the seeker missile puzzle right here on this door. And that's going to open up this door, which, well, it reveals a missile expansion. So let's go ahead and pick that up. Yeah. We finally got another missile expansion. Okay, good. Now, let's go down this way. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit of a longer episode because I'm going to be taking care of the Sky Temple keys here in Temple Grounds, in Dark Temple Ground, or Sky Temple Grounds, I guess this would be the reason. We are going to be taking care of all the Sky Temple keys here. So, and there's 3 of them in Sky Temple Grounds. We're going to be going into this room right here. Just these annoying sentry eyes. We're going to go ahead and take care of this secret door right here. There we go. And we're just going to go into normal like this. Avoiding all the dark tentacles, I'm just going to jump over these guys because these guys are annoying. There's Phazon everywhere. Be careful of that. Trust me. We're about ready to walk into the source of Phazon on Aether here. This is the Sky Temple Gateway. This is our way to get to Sky Temple. And this is a very important room. Sky Temple is directly above us, but we cannot activate it. We have to put the keys here. And I strongly suggest you guys, if you're going for the logbook entry, please come here first before you pick up any keys. Alright, so let's scan this dead body right here. This is Cool's testament. He is going to be talking about how he put his... As soon as I pass my final test, my key is in place. Though my spiritual link to the others, I know where their bodies lie. I shall leave this knowledge that their last location in the dark world can be known. May their knowledge lead the warriors to the Sky Temple keys. A time draws near. Hear the words of Cool. She may be the champion Aether. Know that my warriors fought and died with uncommon valor. Do not look unkindly upon their failure, for they died to save us all. He just gave you a clue. If you guys remember all these testaments of these bodies of these dead Luminoth, he just gave you a clue. Every time you find a testament log from a dead Luminoth in a room, in that dark variant of that room itself holds the Sky Temple key. So, every time we found one of these, that's the reason why. Now, the next thing, and this is very important, look up here. You see all these scannable things right here. These are clues to tell you where the Sky Temple keys are. This is Cool's key. There were 10 Sky Temple keys, but Cool put 1 in, so there's 9 left. So it says, may the light of Aether shine upon our enemies forever. Scan each one of these. This is very important, because if you get any of the Sky Temple keys beforehand, the logbook entry is lost forever. So be sure to scan these things first. Alright, so this is MD's key. Hear the words of Cool that you may lost your cause. Fearless MD, the one who shall move to the pillar to the holy ground will see your soulless body. Let's go ahead and read this one. Fearless Mdre, the one who shall move the pillar to the body will see their soulless body. Okay, never mind. I don't have to push start on that. It tells you the clue right there. That's the first clue. This is J. Firm's key. Hear the words of Cool that you may find a key lost to your cause. Mighty J. Fum. In the last, what did you see? Was it one of the gates closing, sealing the scorched land from the holy ground? These are very cryptic clues, but it has the name right there. So if you know where the name is of the testament, it'll tell you where the clue is. This one right here is J. Still's key. Okay, it says, Noble J. Still lost the soul before the fortress in the scorched land. Okay, so that's the next one. Scan this one. This is B. Still's key. Gallant be still. She lies deep in the fortress of dry land. Alright, so that pretty much tells you where she's at. Scan this one. This is a new... Every one of these is a logbook entry, by the way. It says, Brave S. Dilly. Besides the marsh of a raining land, she laid her body forever. We've seen S. Dilly a lot. She's like in the very first room of Torvus Bog. This is another one. This is G. Sack's room. Hear the words of cool, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Gentle J. Sack. With bearer pod, he sleeps in a flooded temple. Okay. This is S. Jur's key. Loyal S. Jur's, I'm sorry. He no longer breathes, looking down at the great bridge of a holy fortress. Okay, so that tells you that one. I think that's in Sanctuary at the very beginning. This is C. Rex. C. Rex key. Judius C. Rex. In a small corridor within the depths of the high fortress, he lies silently. Okay. And then this one. This is all the last key. This is D. Issel's key. Steadfast D. Issel, who shall disturb you among the trees of the holy ground. Okay, so that pretty much tells you right there and then there. There's all the clues to the keys, to the Sky Temple keys. Like I said, if you are going for the logbooks, please visit here first before you do anything, because if you have a logbook entry, you won't, or if you get a key before you be able to do any of this, you'll lose that logbook entry. So, if you're going for 100% logs, please visit here first before you do your Sky Temple key hunt. Alright, so, as of right now, we need to go look for the next Sky Temple keys. There's 3 Sky Temple keys here Sky Temple grounds here in Dark Aether. The first one's actually right outside of this room. It's right here. If you guys remember, on the landing zone, in the landing area, we were just there. We just passed a body. Yeah, there was a Luminoth body right there, and it had a testament. Well, sure enough, there's a Sky Temple key right here. Alright, so we have a bunch of warrior ings. We're going to do our same trick. They're just going to shoot a beacon with an annihilator beam, becomes a super beacon, and the warrior ings just walk right into it and kill themselves. They just run right towards the light and kill themselves. Yeah, so this is kind of a joke when you come in here. I love this. It's funny to do that. Now, this is how you're going to find the Sky Temple keys. If you turn on your dark visor and you look around in the room that there's a Sky Temple key, you'll notice that there's something right here. This is a special cache. Let's go ahead and shoot it. As soon as you shoot it, it comes out. Please scan it before it goes away, because there's only a finite number of these. These are a Flying Ing cache. These are the flying bearer units of the Ing Horde. Creature inglets, objects value to the hive. Only death will release the object within. These things hold the Sky Temple key. So go ahead and just blow it up and kill it real quick. Alright, as soon as you do that, it reveals the Sky Temple key. So this is our first Sky Temple key in the whole entire game. We need 9 of these. So let's go ahead and pick it up. This is one of the 9 keys needed to open the Sky Temple. Yeah. Yeah, I know it. Alright. So, as of right now, we have 1 Sky Temple key. We need to go back, because I'm going to tell you right now, Sky Temple Grounds is kind of lackadaisical. There's not a lot of interconnected areas. You have to jump in and out of portals a lot. So, as of right now, we are kind of at a dead end. These rooms right here are only connected like this. So there's only this portion of Sky Temple Grounds like visitable. So we're gonna go back to the portal, and we're gonna go on find another portal in order to continue onwards. All right, actually, oh hi Hunter Ing. Okay, let's go actually come in here and let's do that. I'm actually really debating on whether or not I should because we're already running 20 minutes. By the time I get this done, it'll be an hour's episode. I think I'm gonna split it up into 2. I was really debating myself. I was like, I could get all 3 of them here in this episode. Nah, I'm not that fast. I'm not a speedrunner. I promise you that. I kind of wanted to show off the key lures. So actually, what I'm going to probably do is we got 1 Sky Temple key in this episode. I'm going to actually go ahead and probably end this episode, and we'll get the other ones in the next one. So let's go ahead and blue skidoo back into... Oh, that kills it instantly. Wow. I didn't know Light Beam killed it instantly like that. That's kind of funny. Let's go ahead and jump right back into the light world. And as you guys can see, the light suit looks pretty cool. I've always liked the light suit. I think the light suit is pretty neat on Samus. Alright, so I'm actually gonna go save at my ship. Because, well, like I said, this episode's going to take a long time if I do all of that. It's going to end up being an hour's episode. I don't want it that long. Alright. I can usually do 40. Usually whenever I record an LP episode, I try not to make an episode an hour long. It's only on certain times when I really do it. Like, I think the last time I've had an hour episode of an LP part, it was like when I was doing... Final Fantasy IX blind a long time ago. But I had good reasons for that. Alright, so we're actually going to go back to our ship. And then in the next part of... let's go back to the ship. And we'll just start off the episode there. We got a couple things. I wanted to mainly show off the key locations. Or the key clues, because those are very important for the logbook. We're almost done with lore. Yeah, see, there's the Testament lore right there. This is Imdir's Testament. So that pretty much tells you that there was a Sky Temple key in this variant. But anyways, I think I'm going to end the episode here. In the next episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 2, I'm going to be going through the rest of Temple Grounds to get pretty much the last Sky Temple keys in this area before we move on to the next area, which is Agon Wastes. So, I'll see you guys in the next episode.